Well, good morning, my friends. It's your girl, Lucky Jen, and it is day 3 of digging in Virginia. I'm just getting my day started, and I wanted to kind of just tell you guys a little bit about the experience I've had so far, especially if you've never been to a show, because this show has made me realize I might have a couple tips to give you. So, first off, let me say this has been probably one of the most fun shows I've ever been to. The people here are absolutely amazing. So I'm having the time of my life. But I will also tell you this is probably the hardest hunt I have ever done. The soil here in this area is like nothing that I have ever encountered before. And I came here kind of knowing that. I'd been warned that it was really tough. It's a heavily mineralized soil. It's really thick, hard clay. So digging is a challenge, but hearing a signal is really a challenge. Now I'm using my Fisher F75 VLF machine, and most of the people who are hunting here are using the big pulse induction machines, you know, the kind that you normally see the Australian guys using. So the thing is, for me, a machine like that doesn't really make sense for the type of hunting I do most of the time. They're big and they're heavy, and you just rarely need them except for soils like this. So that has meant using my VLF machine, I've just had a lot more challenges. You know, they're going 2 feet deep. I'm getting about 6 inches in this soil, where normally in good soil, you know, I can get 12, 16 inches deep. So that gives you an idea of just how tough it is. So to compensate for that, I've just had to think creatively. And so what I did, you know, the first day there's these huge power lines, and the pulse induction machines can't really get near them, but I can get near them with my machine on the right setting. So the first day I hunted under the power lines. I got a lot of targets, but most of them were newer. Yesterday hunting, very rough day, just didn't get hardly anything. And toward the end of the day, there's this old farm road, and I thought, you know, I'm just gonna follow along this farm road. I only had about an hour left to hunt, because at other shows, I have found things along old farm roads, and for whatever reason, most people don't detect right next to the road. I think they're concerned they're gonna have to dig canslaw and stuff like that. But the thing is, farmers have to maintain their roads, and they grade those roads. And so my thought was, well, you know, I can't hit that deep in this soil, but if it's been graded and pushed up, then maybe I would have a better chance along the road of finding something good. So sure enough, toward the end of the day, I got my first 3-ringer right along the road. Well, you guys, I just had to show you, it has been the hardest day as far as targets. And I dug and dug, but I finally got a 3-ringer. So what do you know, I'm finally on the board today with something old. I've got lots of something news, but this is my something old for the day, so hooray! So today I have come back to the farm road. My plan is to follow it all the way down as far as I can, and then all the way back, and we'll see if we can have some luck just trying that strategy. So anyway, the tip I was going to give you guys is, if you're going to go to a show and you've never been to it before, maybe call ahead to the show organizer and just ask about the soil type and what type of machine is typically used, to be sure, you know, that you have that type of machine, so that you can be prepared when you go to the show. You know, there's shows all over the country, soil's different at every one, so it's kind of just a good thing to check. Now with that said, I'm having a ball at this show. I'll probably come do this show again. You know, I just know that it's going to be tough, and I have to think outside the box as far as where I'm going to hunt. Oh, and lastly, you're probably thinking, well, if the soil's that tough, why would you go do that show? The soil is super tough, but the relics here that you can find are absolutely amazing. So, you know, you could come up with something really cool if you're willing to put in the time and the effort. It just takes some extra effort. So anyway, I think that about sums it up, and I'm ready to get to the hunt if you are. So let's get going. So real quick, just thought I would kind of give you a view. There goes the little farm road we're following, and there goes those big power lines I was telling you guys about. That area I've already worked. And here comes the farmer now. So anyway, we're gonna get going. Well, all right, my friends, I am on to the first target of the day, and as you guys know, we always dig the first target of the day together. So we're gonna see what I've got here, and I'm gonna just real quick swing over it, tell you what my numbers are ringing up. Not that that really matters here, but okay, so we are bouncing 74 to 91, so quite a range. Well, let's see what it is. Yesterday, my 3-ring bullet rang up the absolute craziest signals you can imagine. So you can't really believe your VDI or your tones here either. So it's tough going. And there's also lots of rocks. Very rocky soil. A lot of the rocks are hot. Fortunately, I've kind of figured out the sound the hot rocks here make now, because they ring up like 94, 95. And they have a particular sound. Oh. Kind of wondering if we might have already gotten it out. So you saw I was kind of swinging around over there quite a bit after I dug a little. It's because the sound just totally changed and I just had like lots of iron chatter, but you can see from the pinpointer that there is something. So it's a lot of detective work here, for sure. And so I was discussing with some of the other detectorists last night about just how crazy my 3-ring bullet rang up, and the fact that it even had iron grunts in it, and it's just got to do with the soil here. It's just so hard to know what you're digging ahead of time. Okay, I mean that could be a rock, but I think I almost see something. Oh my God, you guys, it's a coin. I'm not kidding, and it's really green. Okay, I'm gonna put my GoPro on. So we can actually bring this up together here and see what it is. Ah. I cannot believe I have managed to get a coin. It's an Indian head, you guys. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so excited. And I know you're thinking, why is she so excited? An Indian head is cool, right? You have no idea how hard the soil here is, what a challenge it's been. So there it is. I'm gonna clean it up and we're gonna see what the age is on it, and I'll let you know in just a second. Okay guys, I am digging another hole, and it's sort of the same experience I had just over there digging the Indian head penny, where I had a signal and I moved some dirt, and now all I have is like just iron chatter. But my pinpointer can get something, so maybe we'll get lucky and there's another coin here. I don't really know. Like I said, the soil here, it is just so crazy that you know, I had a good target at the beginning, and then, you know, if I swing my detector over it now, it's gone, but I know there's something there. So we're gonna just dig a little bit more and see if we can get it. Like I said, maybe it'll be another coin like the last signal that did that. Or it could just end up being a nail or something like that, who knows. I'll also mention to you guys, I don't know if you can see this here, I dug a separate little hole here. And the reason I've done that is because you've got to ground balance your pinpointer, and I want to do it away from where I think I have a target. So turning on my pinpointer in that dirt, giving it a second, and now bringing it over. Uh-oh. Well, that's not good. We had, see what I mean about how tricky this soil is? I mean, it is absolutely ridiculous. Okay, but we do still have something. There it is. Let's try to get this out. And I'm being careful here in case we actually have something cool. Okay, so we might have moved it. Okay. Oh, I see it, I think. Yep. So that time, what we ended up getting is this teeny tiny little piece of an old square nail. So, all right, on to the next. I'm gonna swing over this one more time. Make sure I don't get anything else, though I doubt it will. Yeah, just yep, okay, I think that's it for that one. Right next to the road here, I'm on to my next target of the day. And I'm actually gonna just unplug my headphones real quick and let you guys hear what I'm hearing. So I've got an iron sound, but right there is a nice high and repeatable tone. Do you hear how scratchy it is? And it seems like half of everything here rings up as iron, even if it's not. So since we got a little repeatable high tone right there, we're gonna dig this and see what it actually turns out to be. Now, I'm gonna plug my headphones back in. Okay, let's see what this is. It's kind of one of those things where the tones, the VDI, all bets are off, but if you can get a good repeatable signal, try not to get in the cow poo. You better have a look and see what it is here. So, oh, there's so much stone. Okay. It's amazing how often here you have a signal, and as soon as you like disturb the ground and move, I think it's like you break up that, I don't know, iron matrix or whatever it is, then you lose your signal. So could just be that this is deeper. So we're gonna dig a bit more and just keep going and try and see. Good morning. Okay, well, still straight down. Of course. Okay, this looks like it could be a thing. Let's see what it is. Okay, well, I'm not sure what this is, but I gotta tell you, it looks like, to me, some kind of a hand-forged piece. See how the end of that is? To me, that looks like something that got hammered, like some kind of... So, we will take that back to camp and see if anybody looks at it and knows what it is. It could be something really cool. Well, my friends, this is just a quick wrap up for that video. You guys saw the 3 best things I had over that 24-hour period, and the Indian head penny ended up being 1863, which made it my oldest coin to date, so very excited about that. This piece, guys, is still a mystery item. There was nobody that looked at it and knew exactly what it was. So if you're looking at this and you think you know what it is, I hope you'll leave something in the comment section and share your thoughts about it. And then just thought I would show you some of the various like farm pieces that I dug up. There's an old hinge, that was kind of cool. And then here is an entire bag of stuff that I dug. So there was a lot of digging involved. It's just that those, for that particular 24-hour period, were my 3 best finds for that hunt. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed the video, I hope you give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, I'd love for you to do so. And until the next time, guys, I wish you all the best of luck and happy hunting.